Be at the Pienaar-spoort to check on how trains are complying with the COVID-19 regulations. Let me bring in SABC reporter Molemo Mo-thwa. She's there to check on the latest. Molemo, a very good morning to you. What are you witnessing there this morning?
Good morning, Blaine. Yes, of course, it's all systems go as we arrived here earlier, and but then it was a bit quiet with the first train leaving at just after 6 o'clock, and the second train has just left now, but we've seen quite a number of passengers showing up here at the train station. But to hear more on that, I am here with PRASA spokesperson Makhosini Mgijwa. Makhosini, if you can just tell us what has been your observation since this morning?
Well, our observation, I think the first and foremost, the most important thing is that our passengers are adhering to safety regulations. You never saw even one person not wearing a mask, and where they are supposed to subject themselves to sanitize their hands, they do so. There's social distancing. We're very pleased with that. We're very pleased with the fact that they are patient, even though the trains were running late because of the vandalism that has taken place, some of it as late as last night, because there are people who are targeting PRASA infrastructure for reasons that are best known to themselves. Our passengers have been patient with that. We're very happy with how things are going now. From the onset, we did say that this was going to be a limited service, which means that we didn't want too many people to come over, because if you have too many people when you have limited capacity, it just simply means that you're going to have a hotbed of transmissions. We don't want that. Yes, it is hitting us in the pocket as PRASA because we're not getting as much revenue as we could get. But the most important thing is the safety and the health of our passengers and our employees.
But how are you going to work out that 15%?
Well, the 15% is that it comes from the fact that not all seats are taken. So people will take where 4 people, the capacity is for 4 people to sit, only 2 people sit. And even where people maybe stand, there will be a distance of about a meter or a meter and a half between people who are standing. So that brings down the number of people that can go into the train. So we are managing that, because the most important thing is that those people who need to use the train are able to use the train.
And Makhosini, yesterday the minister was here to also, assess on the preparations made, and we understood that passengers are going to be screened, checked their temperature levels before going through the security checkpoint, and they're going to have their hands sanitized. But so far, we've just seen them being sanitized. Can you just tell us about that? Well,
look, screening depends on what our understanding of screening is. Certainly, we do not venture to take the temperature of every passenger who comes in. The kind of screening that we do is that we observe if a person is displaying any signs that are consistent with COVID-19. If they're sneezing or they give all those such like coughing, all those symptoms, they are taken into one place where now the temperature of that person is going to be taken. And if the temperature is found to be high, then the health authorities take over. But where a person is fit enough to can go back home, if they can walk back home and self-quarantine and then contact the health authorities, that's what we encourage. But if you can see here the numbers of people, PRASA is a mass mover of people. The numbers of people that we move here, if we were to take the temperature of each and every person, it would severely delay the process and people need to rush back to work. And scientifically, it's not 100% that if your temperature is high, then it means that you have COVID-19. But we are making sure that that which we can do, which is social distancing, wearing of masks, sanitization of hands, that happens as a matter of course, and that there is no way out of that one.
Thank you. There was Makhosini Mgijwa, PRASA spokesperson, obviously saying that they are happy so far about the operations, but also expressing concern over the vandalism that has taken place overnight, saying that it has caused some delays in the trains operations. Back to you, Blaine.
Molemo Mo-thwa, thank you very much indeed for your reporting. We'll try to check back with you in a short while if there's further developments. Remember, there are 3 provinces for now that are resuming their rail commuter services. It's Gauteng, Eastern Cape, as well as the Western Cape. And you heard from Molemo's report there that passengers are adhering to safety regulations in terms of the wearing of masks, which is a must, we're told. So we'll check back with our reporters in a short while. The